Good afternoon, America. Good afternoon, whomever, wherever you are on this big planet. Today, we have another interesting video for you. And sad enough, I wish I had better news, but it is becoming critical. You really, really have to pay attention now, my friends. This is serious. The title of the newsletter associated with any of my video today is Chris Cuomo, CNN Lion Kings fight COVID-19. Now, but before we go discussing all the details of what, how, and when, another beautiful man is gone. Another beautiful father. He was working and risking his life to save our life. He was a family man. He was a good friend of a good friend. His name is Israel Tolentino, and he was only 33 years old, right in the front line. He's gone. God bless his soul. My friend, it's just a matter of time before someone you know, close to you, is going to get hit by this virus. We are into right now, today, March 31st, is the date that I gave on Kerry Cassidy to be prepared for the beginning or ending of very important phases of life. And today we find out that the COVID-19 in Arizona is enforcing a stay-at-home order that will start on Tuesday. New beginning. I mean, this window has touched directly Chris Cuomo, because it is definitely a new beginning or maybe an ending for him. It's serious. But if you read all the detail, which I cannot elaborate, of course, in this video, you will know that, like Madonna, Chris Cuomo is a Leo. And being a Leo means that there is a natural fear of decay, of death, and disease. Leos are blessed by God to reach the stage, to become famous. This is a sign of light, love, and children. So it's very normal that they fear darkness, death, decay. And they are all very, very concerned, not only with their own life, but the life of their loved one, particularly, especially their children. This is what Chris said. And you know what? I hope I didn't pass that to my children or my wife, because that would be worse than the disease itself. I have his stars here. You can see that. He's got a stellium into the sign of Leo. You know, when you have a stellium in this sign, it's pretty much like being forced to on the stage, to be born into the limelight. Remember, Schwarzenegger, Clinton, Obama, Madonna, Cuomo, and so many Leos out there were born in August. There is a lot of fruits, a lot of sun, a lot of beautiful things in the summer. This means they are propulsed into that stage. That's God's order. Now, if you're born in January or in February, like me, in the middle of the winter, there is no fruits on the trees. It's cold and wet, so you have to fight much harder to get your stage. But every one of us is set by God himself to reach a stage. All you got to know is to find out where your Leo is in your chart. Now, he was born with the moon in Scorpio. The moon in Scorpio, moon is the emotional response to life. Scorpio is passionate, sarcastic, and depict, of course, the constriction that he had with the rest of his family. That makes him very sarcastic and very sharp, but which he controlled very well. in public, of course. But that is a nasty position for the moon to be at home. Wherever the moon is, especially into the sign of Scorpio, will represent how death will enter your life. I'm not sure if you really want to know about the deep secrets of Nostradamus' divine astrology, but once you know what's going on, you can prepare yourself. If not, well, you become a robot of your stars. Tail of the dragon is in Virgo. That is where every one of us is stuck on the tail. And you can see Virgo, including his Pluto and his Mercury, are on his tail. So that gives him a fanatic approach to the energy of Virgo, and Virgo was work and health. So he's got a very, very detail-oriented attitude. He's a workaholic, and he is over-concerned with little detail, especially his health. Pluto, right on the tail, emphasize the critical, versional, detail-oriented, health-oriented energy of the sign of Virgo 1,000,000 times. So knowing all those cosmic energy, or his UCI is so intense, his unique celestial identity or his zodiacal chart, stars are so intense, it is not surprising that he attracted the virus. Now his brother is all over the place. Seems to have less fear. Less fear means more protection. He didn't know. Chris is rich and famous, and like all rich and famous people, and 99.9% of the people walking this planet, including all politicians, your president, Pelosi's, and whomever are there, they are all cosmic and conscious. It's a disaster for humanity to be cosmic and conscious and wants to rule your life. But you know what? My work is designed to fit future generations that will be much more spiritually inclined, and will make a benefit of my cosmic work by electing people that have good stars and not people like Hitler. Sad reality is the beginning or ending of important phases of life, and I was touched too. My internet enemies, religious fanatics or atheists, they hate me, they don't like me, they complain to YouTube that I produce videos that are negative. They don't understand. They are so afraid. So now been kind of punished. I cannot gain from my videos. So that means I will have to look for another platform. So I don't have to delegate with infected idiocy and those young souls who need me more than anybody else watching those videos. But they don't know. They are oblivious. They don't want to hear about it. And that includes my wife. This morning, she was showing me a video that was made in Asia somewhere. It's all underlined, and it's part of a movie where they talk about coronavirus, where they talk about this being induced by science to get our number down. You need to understand, my friends, a lot of infected people there will use technology. They're going to use technology because they are going to be forced by the reptilians to use technology to induce more fear, more chaos, more insecurity, because this is exactly what they need to survive in our solar system. More than ever, my friend, you have to take me seriously. Now, a lot of people cannot relate to my work. And now we have Pelosi that said Trump is responsible for American death. And then you can watch Biden's answers. Mrs. Pelosi is no cosmic conscious. No, President Trump is not responsible for any death. You're going to say, but you're contradicting yourself, Dr. Cherry. No, I'm not. He's not. He's dragon's tail in Sagittarius, which is very negative. It's an inborn fear of foreign invasion. It's an inborn fear of foreigners that stimulate racism. Now you're talking about the most powerful man in the world. running the most powerful country on the planet, the United States of America. Now, his words are literally an order. And there is millions and millions of people who, like him, have fears of foreigners, who, like him, have the tail of the dragon in Sagittarius. And all their thoughts combined like a laser beam that are understood and used by the reptilians who are all cosmic conscious. And next thing you know, his biggest wishes was to build the biggest, the tallest, the thickest wall possible all around the United States. Guess what? His wish came to pass because the millions and millions of people, not only from the United States, but all over the world, are racist. Their thought combined in creating something that is intangible. You need to understand, my friend, as I told you many of my videos, you are so much more than bone, blood, nerves. You are a human being. You are a power source of unbelievable forces that you do not know and you cannot necessarily control because you turn those forces into viruses. Again, yesterday I mentioned to you, a lot of people hate gays. I hate gays. Millions of people hate these people. They do not understand why they are gays and lesbians. I've explained that yesterday in my video. Listen to it if you want more answers about that phenomenon, why people are gays and lesbians. But what I'm trying to say is those thoughts combine into forces, evil forces that end up being viruses like AIDS. I do not know what words to use to make you aware how responsible you are with your thoughts, especially when you have a name and a position of power like our president. So Pelosi is halfway right, but she does not understand the mechanics behind it because like 99.9% of the people walking planet Earth, she is using her 5 rational senses to delegate a manifesto that is well below your understanding. And that's why I'm here, to try and to bridge the gap and make you aware of those forces that you were born with, as much as we are, not we, because I'm not racist, but as much as all those energies have created the virus. The same type of energy can also eliminate the viruses. But as long as you have fears, you are absolutely not protected. You can wash your hands. You can stay miles away from somebody. You can build up your immune system. You can do anything you want, my friends. If you fear coronavirus, he will find his way to you. And sudden enough, Chris Cuomo is a full example of the beginning and the end. The exact date that I gave of today, which he made the announcement on CNN today, which represent a new beginning or an end as far as he is concerned. I love him. I really do. I love his sharpness, the way he delegates with the world, even his sarcasm. And he's an Italiano like me. I'm half French and half Sicilian. But what I'm trying to tell you is you could see the hot spaghetti sauce, the meatball, the same stuff that's happening between him and his older brother is taking place with me and my older brother, my mafioso older brother that lives and lives in Africa because he cannot hang in France anymore. So I understand him. And what's sad is Italy, a nation of artists. I mean, look at all that this little country has done and produced as far as the art. Michelangelo. I mean, there is no end to the people that have supported and promoted our civilization. The essence is all from Italy. They didn't only produce the Vatican and the mafioso. They produce a lot of interesting things. Yet, they are in their own world now. They've asked for masks after thousands and thousands of people and the rest of the European community literally ignore them. It's a time where we should become together. And I also explained to you why this little tiny country had to suffer hell. Yes, it involves Pope Francis, who was born with the same nasty dragon in Sagittarius that cursed everybody under his jurisdictions. Or Arpaio, police chief Arpaio. We all know he shared the same dragon as Trump. That's why Trump saved his butt. And we all know the damage he did to all the Mexicans here in Arizona. You know, my friend, there is so much more that you need to digest, that you need to know. But just don't know. Yeah. All I know is that back in 2016, I wrote prediction for a reptilian-infested planet. Then in January 2019, I wrote social media, the reptilians and teen depression. And then in August 2019, I wrote the reptilians are here to stay if we do not fight back. Links are alive, my friends. You are home. You're forced to stay home. Do not waste this precious time because you're moving forward with your life and you're forgetting metaphysics, you're forgetting astrology, you're forgetting information that are not allowed to get to you because the US Department of Education is not going to get me there to teach you kids. So you got to assimilate those information because your life is going so fast. Now is an opportunity for you to auto-analyze yourself, to dig into the spirit, to realize that when I wrote years ago, Universal Soul Infestation, at a subconscious level, I was referring to what's taking place today. I'm explaining the mechanics to how we, human power sources, generator of thoughts that are incredibly powerful, transform into our reality. The world is going too fast, too much into science or stuck in the Stone Age with religion to really appreciate God cosmic design, to appreciate the forces of the superconscious in time and space. Now you might understand me a little bit more when I tell you my book Beyond the Secret should be mandatory, especially now. Now get this book. Understand the thought of things. And you know, like all these people that follow Reverend Jones. I'm sure you heard of Reverend Jones. He got a bunch of Neptunian and he put them in an island. Neptune was poisoning, isolation, and religion. So all these people were born Neptunian. The reptilians knew that. So they interact with this lunatic, religious, fanatic head, and he gathers all these people in an island. The next thing you know, thousands of them were dead. Because in their mind, they all had, oh, it's the end of the world. We are going to die. It's the apocalyptic time. The same thing with David Koresh. David Koresh was chosen by the reptilians to lead a bunch of people to experience their thoughts. And all of them end up in a fire, in hell, a hell they build themselves. Because nobody was there like me to teach them to be careful. I can only repeat myself. Your future is nothing else than the reincarnation of your thoughts. You need to digest, assimilate, accept, and understand the mechanics to why we are here today in hell. Because our leader, the most powerful man on the planet, stars, are racist, negative. Trump is a human being like you and me. He may be the president, the most powerful man in the world, but his cosmic conscious is a robot of his stars. And so is Pope Francis, even though all popes were taught astrology by the Vatican Council. My friend, this is very serious. How long is he going to last? I already gave you the answers. Oh, you want to hear it? No, I'm not going to tell you again, because you just jumped, maybe you just jumped into the video and you want to know everything right here, right now. No, I got a bunch of videos, and every one of these videos will teach you something. So you want to know when that will stop? Go and listen to it. I gave you the answers. Today, it's the beginning or the end of very important phases of life. It is definitely very real for Arizona, going to be forced into a curfew, and for Cuomo now to fight for his life. And thousands upon thousands of other people that are suffering this SOS to the world deadly window and forcing a new beginning or ending. My friend lost a good friend. I mean, I've lost my revenue on YouTube because those religious fanatics don't like me, can't understand me. Their life depended on it. So everybody's touched. We are all children of the universe. That the more you understand your relationship with God, the cosmic design, your cosmic identity, the more power to you. Again, if Chris Cuomo were lucky enough like you to hear me, to learn from me, or to order my book, he would have known that the tail of the dragon is right into his 6th house of health and work. He would have known also not to stimulate fears that magnetize him to the reptilian infestation that he's suffering. Something I've telling you for years. Yet, in time and space, only a few people, 1,000 or 2,000 people watching my video now, get to know such a critical information. Now, don't you think the entire world should know? Don't you think so? This is why it's so crucial for you to play your part to fight this virus. You may not be ready just yet to assimilate, to understand the power of the thought, mostly because you didn't read the 500-page book called Beyond the Secret. People are lazy. They want to watch stupid videos. They want to be entertained. They want to have fun. They don't want to face reality. They don't want to educate themselves. And now you can see the hell and the chaos that we have created. Remember yesterday what I said? What was Paris, New York, Washington, D.C.? The computer that you are watching me, the watch you look the time, your car you drive. What was this 100 years, 200 years, 1,000 years? Nothing. Yet it is here. It is solid. It is something that you are using every single day. Why? Because you have been blessed by the Draconis to create this technology. But the reptilians will stimulate the mind of our scientists to weaponize the weather, to use science to create viruses. Yes, indeed, conspiracy are real. To create nukes. Now you have the good superhuman, the positive superhuman that works with the Draconis. Love, light, hopes, education, forgiveness, sharing, beauty, creativity. And then you have the nasty reptilians who wants you to hate me, who wants you to be jealous of your neighbor, who wants you to hate gays and lesbians, who wants you to stay where you're at, in your fears, in your hole, and serve the devil. Yeah, for the lack of words, the reptilians are nothing else than the devil, the angels of Satan's. And they are here. Don't look for ETs very far, my friends. It's a psychical phenomenon. Okay, this doesn't mean they are not going to interact physically and abduct humans, but they will do it for good or for worse. They did it 5 times to me. Luckily, I was taken care of by the Draconis, and they downloaded the cosmic codes. I was a recording artist. I was playing piano. Hell, I was late to America to talk to you, to educate you. It's my mission. There is not much I can do if you don't help me now to reverse this negative flux. We are all together in this nasty, nasty time. It's sad enough when we need us the most, our close family member, our friends, they all die alone. You cannot support anymore this negative flux, my friend. You need to get your own a wake-up call, even though that you in some way think, oh, I never created coronavirus. Well, you have created a lot of things around you, because that's where you are at today, the result of all your thoughts. And when they're combined together, they can produce such an incredible evil. So all you got to do is, like I do, use the same psychical technique that the reptilians are using to reverse the negative current, so we can start to see on the horizon hopes, the sun rising. We are not doomed. This is a lesson for you to realize that you're spending maybe too much time on your cell phone. Okay, when you had a chance to hug your family before they die, you didn't do it. You were too busy looking at your phone. You forget nature. You forget the ocean, the river, the trees. You won't even take your dog for a walk. Oh, I want to be on Facebook. My friend, you're learning. The human contact is precious. It's desperately needed. We have lost it because of your thought and the reptilians. We've got to turn things around, and I know we can, and I know we will. And that's the good news. Because, the reptilians do not want the apocalypse to take place. They don't want to kill the dog they are feeding on. That's the only good news I have for you for now, my friend. So keep your head up, and remember, when all is said and gone, when all is said and done, when you will be again allowed to reach your friends, your family member, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your grandma, God hope, God pray that they're still alive, because a lot of people are going to go. And that is something I wish I didn't have and I wouldn't have to tell you. One more time, my friend, do not waste this time. Please, I'm asking you, get your hand on my book, Beyond the Secret. It is not about the money. It's all about teaching you the power of the superconscious in time and space. You're going to have a lot of difficulties to accept what I went through. Yet, I'm still alive at 70 years old. I was sick like a dog a few weeks ago. You heard me. Headaches, sinuses, sneezing, hurting. My throat was burning. My lung was congested. Everybody thought I had coronavirus. Man, I didn't. So if you feel insecure, if you got a cold, if you have no fever, and if you have the power, the energy, hey, you're fine. You don't have coronavirus. You don't have to go to the hospital or wear a mask. It's all in here, and start and finish here in your head. Make a choice. Work with the light, love, hope, education. Read my book. Understand the power that you really are. Remember, you made an image of God. You have the same power than your creator, and you are a God or a goddess listening to me right now in training on this dense physical world to realize you create not only your reality, but our reality as a whole. Well ahead of what science and religion can even comprehend or assimilate. That's why you're listening to me. Please do your part. Help me turn around this tsunami of negativity. Because once you reach the bottom, you can only go up. All right? We haven't yet reached the bottom. All right. One more time, my friend, make sure to read the newsletter. There is a lot of information that I did not approach or talk. And there is always something you can gain, not only on this video or my newsletters, but everything that I did in the past. That's my mission in this very, very difficult time. you can get only what you can. And you got me. I'm here for you, my friend. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Bye-bye.